Hey, what's up guys? Eva94 coming at you from Toy Fair 2020. This video is going to be the Mezco Toyz 112 Collective booth. Or not just 112 Collective, I shouldn't say that, just the Mezco booth, because they got more than just the 112 stuff. Come on now. But here is a look at the outside. The Mezco Toyz booth looks pretty cool. It's a smaller booth compared to others, but it's packed in. It's got some more juiciness in there for your small package, I guess, if you want to say. Starting with the outside, we had the life-size Gomez on the outside, and we had the lone roach on the right side of the outer entrance. And the first display we're going to look at is the gold Gomez display. Of course, this has been all over the groups the past couple of weeks. Everyone wants to get their hands on gold Gomez. This is such a cool release because he comes with an actual golden head. I mean, come on, what's cooler than that? So here in this display we have multiple gold Gomez's, and this actually is the Gomez with the regular head, but right now we're going to see the actually gold plated head right here, which is nice and shiny. It looks really nice, and very nice to see this little display. It is, or it was, the press event or the press gift bag. Gosh, I cannot speak today. I apologize. But so I did receive one. So thank you, Mezco, for that. I appreciate you guys so much. And they actually just finished the pre-order yesterday. The day I'm recording this is the day after. It's Wednesday today. So the pre-order went up for the masses, and everyone got their chance to get their hands on this gold Gomez. So definitely cool. And this is just a display of the Pink Skulls Chaos Club. We've seen this before, but I am going to show everything that was in the booth of Mezco Toyz, not just the new stuff. So just wanted to show off this really super dope display. I think The Amazing was the one that posed these up, of course. So he always does a great job in posing. So really love the Pink Skulls. They're near and dear to me because I was part of the release of that project and reviewing them and taking pictures and all that. So I love them. So cool little diorama scene with them there. So we have the new Ultimate King Kong, which is available now. So it is just a enlarged version of the King Kong that we did get in action figure form, you know, the smaller scale one. This thing's huge, man. In person, seeing this thing in person, it's really big and detailed. It's just a really cool piece. So anyone that wants a super big King Kong, maybe to scale it with your 6-inch figures, that could work. Here we have a resin Conan statue, not a figure, a statue. So that's interesting to see if they're gonna dive into resin statues. I don't mind that at all. Here we have Baron Benz. This is the newest member of the Rumble Society. A lot of people were wondering what the heck this was. There wasn't any nameplates on this display, so it left a lot of people wondering who it was. But when you flip through your little Mezco release book, or the product book that they gave out, it's the name is Baron Benz, and he is part of the Rumble Society. The one at the very bottom right here is actually the same figure. It's just the other alternate head attached, so you can pretty much make a totally different looking Baron Benz there. I thought it was two different characters. I thought it was like a tag team or something when I first saw it, but no, it's the same figure, just the swappable head. But look at that chain accessory. How cool is that? That looks so good, and with the lighting, it looks even better. So they had these really cool displays with dials in it, super ACBA-ish, and it looks super cool. I mean, look at this thing. We have Hydra soldiers. Is this a little tease of some upcoming Hydra soldiers? I don't know, no one knows, but it looks like a little kit bash. It looks like a little reused mold of the Netflix Daredevil, just in green. And of course the heads are for the Hydra soldiers. They got the Hydra logos on there. So I don't know, this could be it, or maybe they're just trying to test the waters to see if there's some interest, and we'll get an official Hydra soldier release. That would be something, maybe like a 3-pack or 4-pack, because you know we got to get more than one. So we do get some older release figures here. This is all older stuff with the Iron Man flying there, and Spider-Man. We just saw the Red Skull in Captain America down below. So nothing new here, but just a really cool display I wanted to show off because it's super dope. I mean, you just gotta enjoy this stuff. This is art to me, and I always love seeing people's displays and posing. So here we have Deadpool at the very top with a comic book. He's reading on the ledge there. You can kind of see Cable on his left side. We have some X-Men up here pretty much. We have Cyclops back there along with Magneto and Wolverine. So really cool. This is not the last display we're going to look at. After I run through the new figures, we'll see one more display, which would be the DC display, because it's got all DC characters, of course. So we'll start off the first batch of newer figures, or figures that we don't even have yet. We all knew this was coming out, but here's to look at him again. We have Hellboy from the recent movie, which wasn't that crazy amazing apparently, because I didn't watch it, but I heard it didn't do too well. But the figure looks cool. We have Alien and Predator. These were new. These were nice surprises. We did get the tease of Predator right before Toy Fair started, but I had no idea Alien was coming too. And then Planet of the Apes, that was another surprise. We have Dr. Zaius, I think is how you pronounce the name. So interesting to see how far they go with the Planet of the Apes. We have Popeye and Bluto. So we've seen these before, but always cool to see these in person. First time I've seen it in person, and I'm super excited for it. Popeye is still one of my favorite Mezcos out there, so definitely don't mind getting another version of him. Then we have Conan, which has a super cool new sculpt. Look at that. Look at the detail, and look at that sculpt done on that figure. John Wick was my favorite figure that I chose from the booth as my favorite figure on display when they asked us. He just looks awesome. And for some reason, I didn't get video of this stuff here. So you're going to see still images. Here are the Warriors. These are same stuff we've seen before. We've seen Gambit before too, but we haven't received them yet. So he's not out yet, but he looks so good in person. He's going to be great. I cannot wait for Gambit. He's probably a close second as my favorite piece on display. We have Ghost Rider. We've seen Ghost Rider before too. He's been pushed back to 2021, but I think it's going to be worth the wait because he looks so good. Look at the head sculpt on that, and look at that motorcycle. So hopefully he is worth the wait. I totally don't mind waiting as long as we get a real cool looking Ghost Rider. We have Morbius too, and we've seen, I think Morbius, they've shown Morbius before, but it's nice seeing it on display in person again. I'm sorry I didn't get video for some reason. I think somebody stopped to talk to me, and I guess I forgot to get this section when I was making my rounds around the booth. But we have Magneto, which we already have in hand. We have Iron Fist, which looks pretty good, not too bad at all for Iron Fist. And he's available in spring of 2020. So a lot of stuff coming out this year. Most of these things that we've seen before, but they're not out yet, they're pretty much coming out this year. We have this coming out in December. So Lockjaw and Black Bolt, we've seen these a couple times already. So a lot of people are already dying to get their hands on the Black Bolt and Lockjaw. All right, a lot of talk about this Thanos figure. I think the shoulder piece was just a little bit pushed up, so it looks a little awkward. Yes, I can see why people are kind of spazzing out about this figure. They're thinking that it's not so great. But I think it's just the shoulder piece just sticking up a little too high. We also see Captain Marvel there. But Thanos looks cool aside from that shoulder piece. As long as you can push it down and make it look normal, I think he's going to be pretty decent. In terms of articulation, I think it's just going to be like Darkseid or Darkseid, however you like to pronounce that. For the DC, yeah, we all know the articulation on that figure. So very limited, but still a nice, cool display piece. Then we have the Far From Home Spider-Man exclusive. Pennywise and Freddy Krueger. I didn't spend too much time on these two because these are already available out. We all know those. We have KGB, so we're back into the video. I got the footage for these at least. And then Mr. Freeze is so good too. This might be my second to third favorite on display. I'm happy with Mr. Freeze. He's one of my favorite Batman villains, so I'm happy to see him in the 112 collective line, and just happy in general to see some more Batman villains, because we have so many Batmans, but not that many villains. We already have like 3 Jokers too, so I'm glad we're getting Harley, I'm glad we're getting Mr. Freeze, and we're getting Two-Face over here. We just saw that other Batman there too, which looks great, but this Two-Face with the coin flipping effect is just awesome. I love that effect. That effect alone is just great. So here we have the 1989 Batman, which already went up for pre-order. It's available in the fall. This is a exclusive as well. And then we have Aquaman. So that's about it for the figures on display. Then we have the DC displays that I mentioned earlier. So you can see here the Flash running down below. We have some previously released figures with Batman and Deathstroke. We have Green Lantern, Darkseid, and Superman. We did get a Superman tease in the little booklet catalog, so hopefully we do get a new Superman coming soon. this is the 5-point section. So that pretty much concludes my 112 collective walkthrough. That's everything they had on display and showed. So if you guys were just here for that, that's pretty much it for the video in terms of the 112 collective. I might have some still images at the end of the video if you want to stay tuned for that. But now we're going to go through the other stuff here. We have the Pink Skulls 5 points. So the 5 points line must be doing well because they're releasing a lot more 5 point stuff. So we have some more Gomez, we have Space Ghost, and we have the Pink Skulls. Here we have some Addams Family figures, and then we have, it looks like some 5 points of some DC characters, including a vehicle there, the Batman Deluxe set, 1966, and even some Scooby-Doo stuff. So, alright, and those are all the figures shown in Toy Fair 2020 for Mezco Toyz. You guys let me know what were your favorite unveilings or reveals or just figures in general from the Toy Fair display of Mezco. We can talk about it down below. What are you more excited about seeing? What are you anticipating? What do you want them to make next? Yeah, definitely some nice figures shown. I was super happy to be there and to see it all in person and to talk about it with Mezco themselves. You know, super awesome to meet them in person as well. So yeah, that's my Toy Fair 2020 Mezco Toyz. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for my future videos of other toys and figures and other areas and other booths from Toy Fair 2020. So check those out when they come out. They should be out daily at this point, or maybe even hourly, who knows. But stay tuned for more content from Toy Fair 2020, and you guys can hear my opinions. I know everyone's already posting their stuff already, so everyone's seen the images and everything that's shown, but at least you get to hear my opinion and my thoughts on everything. So with that said, hopefully you guys enjoy. Subscribe if you haven't done so already, leave a like, comment, and as always, have a great day. Bye.
That's crispy.